Liam, it's finished 0-0 with probably the most one-sided 0-0 game I've ever seen in my life. What's your take on it?
Brilliant performance.
Yeah.
Played some really good football. Cut them open time and time again. If he'd have come in at 4-5-0 half time, no one could complain. But give Curzon credit. He dug in, put bodies on the line, got blocks in. We've had some horrendous misses. And it went on and on and on.
It started in the first minute, didn't it? Literally the first minute when Jordan hit the post.
Yeah, got a score. But what I would say, all the players involved in both sides, the management on both sides, have actually had to put up with the worst referee I've ever seen. And that's some comment.
One we've not had before, isn't it?
I don't want him again. He was that bad, it was untrue. Not just decisions. It was the way he didn't have no personality, wouldn't interact, wasn't helped by the linesman, couldn't ask him a question.
Right.
And really, Mark needs to put in the hardest, most severe mark on him ever, because he shouldn't be officiating at this level.
Strong words.
Very strong. That bad.
Yeah.
You never heard me about a referee like this ever.
No.
I said, and we haven't been beat, but he was that bad. He was that bad. Can't say nothing to him. Can't answer. He just doesn't want to speak. I said, his performance has left me staggered.
Yeah. Back on the game. Again, the lads were up for it, weren't they? The work rate, I was watching them running from minute 1 to minute 92. They were fantastic, weren't they?
Yeah, effort. And even that, as much as say, Curzon, their only attempt on goals coming in the 93rd minute.
Yeah.
Cam's made a great save, by the way. Yeah. I said, fantastic debut by Declan.
Yeah.
To come in, doesn't know anyone, come in, won his headers, cleared his lines, and you can see a little bit of quality where people used to always talk about Farrell Kilban as if he was like a big, centre half, big dog centre half. I said, but Farrell used to have an unbelievable ability to keep the ball in play. He turns teams all the time with great quality, and Declan's got that. And that's one of the things which stood out. So for a debut for a young lad, 22 years of age, he's going to go on to be a really good signer for Southport.
He was tremendous tonight, wasn't he? Like you say, I don't think he'd met the players before kick-off today, had he? And
never met the players.
Performance in like that.
Exactly, and just dropped in. Adam Anson, I've got to give immense credit to. Wasn't fit, shouldn't have played, but again, great performance. All over the pitch, as I said, the work rate, the attitude and all that was really good, but as I said, injuries are catching up on us. But then again, if I'm being honest, I've been saying that for 6 to 8 weeks. So
we get Giorgio back and Jordan Archer. Did he do a hammy?
Yeah, I don't think it's a pull. I think it's a tightening.
Yeah.
But I'm not surprised. The pitches are heavy. Yeah. It's a long trip to Boston. We've had a long trip to Kettering. We've had a midweek to Telford. We've had as I said prior to, including Boston, we've had 5 out of 6 away games. Yeah. It's been a tough ask for the lads.
Long trips as well.
Yeah, long trips, and we are going to get injuries, but hopefully it just means it's more important that Chris Doyle's back.
Yeah.
Who's now back in training, which is good. Liam will be okay for Saturday, which is good.
Yeah.
Niall, you'd look a week on Saturday, and Josh and Manny won't be far behind. Yeah. So obviously we need Jordan back. So, but the others got to step up to the plate.
I was talking to Doyle before the game, and he was ready to play tonight if we'd have needed him. Once he was saying to get in there and just play.
Yeah, well,
that's the attitude we got into it.
That's what he is, though. He's a winner, isn't he? So, and if it was someone you had to put him on, you'd actually know he would, but he would be all right. So, as I said, and those 2 points in a week. It's 2 tough fixtures, especially with Curzon now in the league, and we're Boston now in the league. It was important we didn't lose.
Can I just take you back to Declan Evans then, Liam? You've signed him from Mossley today, haven't we? He's come in, going back on loan to Mossley, is that correct?
Yeah, listen, this is one of the things, by the way, as a football club, and the manager of Mossley have been first class to deal with.
Good.
Declan was non-contract, and there's lots of people just serve 7 days. I think we shown a little bit more class in the fact that Tommy was on me all the time about this kid, and to be honest, my mate Adam Garden was on me. I've seen a lad in pre-season. He's your cup of tea. You've got to get your eyes on him. So two people have actually gone on and on and on, and then so we have got eyes on, and then so one look and then you go, he is me. But we've done it right. Spoke to Dave, told him what the plan was, if he could come. He was agreed. He helped it, which was good. Instead of just putting 7 days and just hoping. And then we went up and met him. Basically explain where the club is, explain what we're about, what we want to do, and he's actually wanted to come. However, he didn't want to leave Mosley. He's had 4 good years there, and Dave's actually helped him develop, and I think you can tell they've got a chance of the playoffs in their own league. And that even actually made him want me to sign him even more. The fact that it's one of the type we have. Lads who'll come in and they'll stay with you, and big money's been offered at other places, he's turned it down. So as I said, I just warmed to him as a lad, so it was great. So the idea was we get him to sign. Obviously it's only what we've done with Doug going to Blackpool. He stays at Mosley. We hope he puts in a load of sterling performances to get Mosley in the playoffs, but if that doesn't happen, the season finishes on the 23rd of April.
We've got him for a couple of weeks at the end.
We've then got him for the end, and if we do manage to get into the playoffs, we'd have him for them as well. So a good bit of business.
Another good bit of Liam Watson business, eh?
Well, it's not just me. There's I said the football club, it's something we should be proud of. We should sell it properly, and as I said, you look at him and you go, one thing I do know, we'll make him better. And if we make him better, go on what he is today. So you've got to look, he's already scored 10 goals this season as well for Mosley. So as I said, it's nice when you can nick a couple of little diamonds. As you said, Tyler's been a brilliant signing for us up to now. Getting George back, I said, I know he'll take a little bit of time to get up to match sharpness, but again, he gives us something different.
Well, another day, one of those 16 chances that have gone in wouldn't be Liam, and we'd all be smiling even more. But it's another point on the board, and
another really good performance.
Brilliant. So, thanks, Liam.
Thanks.